Привет! You know that super catchy Tetris theme? The one that gets stuck in your head for days. It's actually a 19th century Russian song called Korobeiniki, which means traveling merchants, peddlers. But hold on, the real story behind this tune is wilder than you think. It tells about Katya, a peasant girl, and Ivan, a traveling merchant, with a bag full of fancy goods. This bag is called korob, which means a crate, a box, hence his name Korobeinik. Ivan had a little crush on Katya and thought he could win her over with silk and shiny jewelry. But Katya wasn't that easy. She playfully haggled, offering kisses instead of cash. In the end, he invited her on a date and offered to pick any goods she wanted, but she took only one thing, a ring. Here's the plot twist. She wasn't after his fancy gifts. It was a sign that she actually fell for him. Ivan, surprised but happy, promised to return after selling his wares to marry her. Sounds like a cute love story, right? Well, in the original poem, things take a dark turn. Ivan gets killed on the road, and we never find out what happens to Katya. That ending was a bit too dark for a folk song, so they decided to leave out the sad part and keep the fun, flirty vibes. And that's the version that traveled the world, from Russian villages to your Game Boy. And now even K-pop stars like aespa are giving it a fresh spin. And since we are talking about an old Russian song, why not break it down line by line? I'll walk you through the lyrics so that we can uncover the old school Russian words and really get what's going on in the song. Trust me, some of these words sound super fancy even for Russians, some of them sound a bit weird, but all of them will help you understand Korobeiniki even better. Okay, let's start.
Ой, полным-полна коробушка есть, и ситцы, и парча. Пожалей, душа, зазнобушка молодецкого плеча. Пожалей, душа, зазнобушка молодецкого плеча.
Ой, полным-полна моя коробушка, есть и ситец, и парча. Пожалей, душа зазнобушка, молодецкого плеча. Full to the burst is my crate. There is printed cotton and brocade. Have mercy, my sweetheart, on the young lad's shoulder. Полным-полна. Полный means full, but this repetition intensifies the meaning. Ситец и парча. These are types of fabric that were very popular in the old Russia. So he calls her душа зазнобушка. Basically, there are two words. The first one is душа, which means soul. Sometimes, if you like your person, if you think it's your soulmate, you can call her or him душа, моя душа. Зазнобушка is a very old word. We rarely use it nowadays, it sounds a bit archaic, but зазнобушка means your lover, your sweetheart. Молодецкий. It comes from the word молодец. Молодец is again, it's a bit archaic. It means a young lad. There is another word that we widely use nowadays. It has the same root, but the stress is different. We say молодец. We say молодец when we want to say that it's a good job, like attaboy.
Выйди, выйди в рожь высокую, там до ночки погожу. А завижу черноокую, все товары разложу.
Выйду, выйду в рожь высокую, там до ночки погожу. Как завижу черноокую, все товары разложу. I'll come out into a field of tall rye and wait there till dark. As soon as I see my black-eyed lass, I'll lay out all my wares. He says "погожу". It comes from the verb "погодить". Again, it sounds a bit archaic. It just means I'm gonna stay there, to stay there for some time, to wait. Here's an interesting word, черноокая. Basically, there are two words combined together. Черные очи, which means black eyes. The only thing is that очи is a very archaic Russian word which means глаза. So nowadays we normally don't say очи, we say глаза.
Вот и пала ночь туманная, ждет удалый молодец. Чует, пришла желанная, продает товар купец.
Вот уж пала ночь туманная, ждет удалый молодец. Чу, идет, пришла желанная, продает товар купец. A misty night has come down. The daring lad is waiting. Hush, my lady love has come. The merchant is selling his goods. Here we have this word удалый, удалый молодец. It's definitely an archaic word. Удалый means yes, he's daring, he's strong, he is really good. Here we have the word чу, which means hush, like чу-чу-чу-чу-чу. The word желанная, it literally means the desired one, the one who you desire. It can be translated as my sweetheart, my lady love, but the actual meaning is the desired one. Here we have the word купец. It's definitely a very old, archaic Russian word that means merchant. Nobody uses this word nowadays unless they want to make a joke or maybe create a humorous tone.
Цены сам платил немалые, не торгуйся, не скупись. Подставляй-ка губы алые, ближе к милому садись.
Цены сам платил немалые, не торгуйся, не скупись. Подставляй-ка губки алые, ближе к молодцу садись. I myself have paid through the nose for all this, so don't bargain, don't go thrifty. Give me your scarlet lips and sit closer to the young lad. Не торгуйся. It comes from the verb торговаться, which means to haggle. We use this verb all the time nowadays. As for the other one, не скупись, it comes from the verb скупиться, which means to be stingy, to be thrifty. This one is a bit of an old-fashioned verb. Here's another archaic adjective, алые, алые губки, which means scarlet lips. So nowadays we use красный to describe that something is scarlet, red.
Катя бережно торгуется, все боится передать. Парень сидявится и целуется, просит цены набавлять.
Катя бережно торгуется, все боится передать. Парень с девицей целуется, просит цены набавлять. Katya is cautiously bargaining not to overpay. The lad is kissing the lass and asks her to put up the price. Here we have the word девица. It's a fancy, a bit old-fashioned way of saying девушка, which means girl. So in this context, it can be translated as a lass that gives this high-flown language style.
Знает только ночь глубокая, как поладили они. Распрямись, ты, рожь высокая, тайну свято сохрани.
Знает только ночь глубокая, как поладили они. Распрямись ты, рожь высокая, тайну свято сохрани. Only the dark night knows what they agreed on. Stand upright, tall rye, keep their secret tight. Они поладили. It comes from the verb поладить. Ладить means to get along with someone. So in this case, it means they поладили, they agreed on something. The word свято means sacredly. It means that something that happened there was sacred to both of them.
Ой, легка, легка, коробушка плечи не режет ремешок. А всего взяла зазнобушка бирюзовый перстенек.
Ой, легка, легка коробушка, плеч не режет ремешок, а всего взяла зазнобушка бирюзовый перстенек. Oh, my basket feels so light to carry. The strap doesn't cut into my shoulders, though the only thing my sweetheart has taken is a little ring with turquoise. Перстень. Again, it's an archaic word. We normally don't use it nowadays. Uh, when we want to say a ring, we normally say кольцо. I also feel like перстень means a ring with quite a big stone, but compared to кольцо. But like I said, normally we don't use it nowadays anymore. Here in this song, though, перстень is used in its diminutive form, перстенек, which means that most likely this girl had a very little finger. So that's why it's not just a перстень, it's перстенек. Now that we've broken down the lyrics, you've got a little taste of the old school Russian and maybe some new words to impress your friends. So, next time you hear that Tetris tune, you know it's not just a random melody, it's the soundtrack to a love story full of haggling and surprises. If you like this video, please don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more Russian language fun, and drop a comment. And hey, if you know any other cool Russian songs that you would love to see me translate and break down, please let me know in the comments. I'm always up for uncovering more hidden gems. Thanks for watching and до скорого!